We are now going to move to a session where we will be welcoming Srini back to the stage. Good evening, Srini, and welcome back to you. Happy World Industrial Design Day. We're glad to have you back to moderate this session with Jesús Llinares, the CEO of Andreu World, but I know you two know each other very well, so Srini, I'll allow you to do the introductions.
Thank you very much, Natalie. It's great to see you, and you must be doing a lot of work from 5-6 hours already. Hi, Jesus. So great to see you.
Hello.
So design is a key factor as we celebrate the World Industrial Design Day for generating value in many, many ways through sustainable product design and also to maintain the health of people all around the globe. Furniture design is one of the key aspects of our day-to-day lives, and Andreu World has been not only providing very good quality furniture, but also following very admirable sustainable design practices, which I've had the pleasure of seeing personally during my visit to his facilities last November. To talk more about their journey, I would like to welcome Andreu World CEO and my dear friend, Jesús Llinares. Hey, Jesús,
Hello.
Great to see you. Please share with the audience the journey that you've been through at Andreu World. Over to you.
Excellent. Hello, Srini, and thank you very much to give us the chance to participate in these journeys. I'm going to share with you my screen in order to be able to I think you are seeing probably my screen now. It's okay?
Not yet. As we do this 24-hour event, there's always some technical glitch, some part of the world or the other. And Natalie and Sarah are doing a great job in managing this. So let's give a few seconds. Yeah, now it is coming. Go ahead, Jesus.
It's okay. Excellent.
Yeah, now it's okay.
Perfect. Thank you very much. This is just our direct mission as a company, sustainable design, because it's part of our culture and our values, and manufacturing cultures because we are manufacturers. This is the origin of our company. We want to lose these capabilities. No? The initial technology of Andreu World was and is the wood technology as the most sustainable material. Our company is a 65 years old company. We have 4 manufacturing sites, and we are doing export in more than 90% of our business. We are a specialist in loose furniture and ancillary furniture. That is our reason to be. As a company, we promote the integration and the equality in our teams. We have internal training programs to develop knowledge. We transfer this know-how generation by generation. The craftsmanship and customization are the 2 pillars of Andreu World capabilities. The woodworking, cabinet making, and upholstery processes are our key skills. Speaking about sustainability, 15 years ago, and loyal to our principles and values, our company philosophy, we decided that all the wood that we are going to use in the full catalog is going to be FSC 100%. We were the first company in the world using only wood from reforested forest with the chain of custody audited by SGS every year. The full catalog, the full production since 15 years ago. And following this commitment with sustainability as a purpose of our company, we not only are doing this responsible use of the wood, but we decided to create our own materials. Like, for example, we are using pure eco plastic for the internal parts of our products. That means 100% recycled and 100% recyclable material. We create the thermopolymer bio for the first time in our industry in a setting that I will explain briefly later. And we created as well our own fabric, circular one, manufactured from PET bottles collected from the sea. By 2018, we start working with our suppliers in order to have a commitment for 10 years warranty in all the components that this supply chain is providing to Andreu World. And at the beginning of 2020, we get the 100% of the suppliers' commitments agree, and then we communicate this step to our employees, to our teams, and then we get this full commitment for the 10 years warranty. That is a commitment with durability. For us, durability is a synonymous of sustainability, and not durability only because of the resistance, but durability because of the timeless design, in the meaning of have a design that can resist the pass of time after many years. Then, in addition to that, after 2020, we realized that the A&D community was more and more sensible for everything related with responsible manufacturing, with responsible attitude towards the environmental, and then we accelerate our commitment with the society, in the meaning of we put as a goal, as an objective, the 0 waste and 100% in circular design by 2025. This is our initial commitment, and this is what we are trying to do in the next years. As an example of circular design, I want to share with you briefly this design that is Nuev Launch Bio that you see behind me in this showroom. I'm now in the showroom of Frankfurt, that we are going today the opening of the showroom to our customers here in Germany. And in this case, what I'm explaining is that with Patricia Urquiola as a designer that demonstrated to us the creativity of this new conceptual design, the leadership to transmit to us the ideas towards the sustainable materials and processes, and the ethic, in order to create something innovative and new. We working together, we developed this Nuev Launch Bio that is developing not using glue. Is a product that is reusable, recyclable, designed for a second life, and easy to repair. At the same time, the thermopolymer bio is biodegradable and compostable. That means after 30, 40 years can be recovered from the nature, like the food. The food after 40, 50 year maximum is reabsorbed. It's the same case in this kind of material. For us, it's a wonderful step, because, as I mentioned at the beginning, the food is our initial technology. Then the thermopolymer bio is a perfect step for a company like Andreu World, and we have the exclusivity of this new material that is generated in Japan, but is engineered here in Europe with an agreement with a scientist, and we have, in addition to that, the certification for this material from the TÜV Austria, 4 stars. That means the TÜV certification is transmitting that we have minimum 90% of the material is the origin bio. That means that this is going to be stamped in every shell of this Nuev Launch Bio, and this is going to be unique, we can say, as an example of circular design. On the other hand, and just to finish my intervention, and afterwards we can have a conversation, I want to share with you our total commitment with sustainability with 2 specific examples. We started 2 years and a half ago working in order to have all the components of our catalog cradle to cradle audited. And now you can see in the website of Cradle to Cradle Institute that we have all the full catalog, all the collections audited as cradle to cradle. We are, we can say, first company in the world, in our industry, that has the complete catalog cradle to cradle audited by this institute. And in addition to that, and as another example of our total commitment with sustainability, is that we audited and we completed this audit with SGS, the company, the auditing company, that all our facilities, the Andreu World facilities, the 4 sites, are neutral in carbon footprint. We are probably the first company in our industry as well doing this step. And this is some examples about how we understood this approach towards sustainability. In our opinion, the important thing, not only the carbon footprint and everything that we are going to work product by product, and a lot of data that we are going to manage, but attitude is the more important. That means attitude towards a better world. And this is our total engagement with this matter, and we even take it as ours the objective of the new European Bauhaus, that they say that sustainability is the new beauty. For us, sustainability is everything. Is an opportunity to give us a purpose that exceeds sometimes our typical objective as a company. Used to be more materialistic, and this is giving us the chance to demonstrate that we can have a good impact to the environment, to the world, and this is what is motivating us to do this kind of run. But obviously, well done, doing the things professionally, certifying step by step, and learning every day. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Jesus, for a wonderful presentation. I know that you have many firsts in Andreu World, and you also mentioned about the FSC certification, which is not well known for many of our audience. Would you like to explain what is this certification and how important it is in maintaining sustainability in the world? So that will be a good lesson for all the designers, especially the furniture designers.
Yes, FSC is a label that was created, I think, in the 90s, and is a non-governmental organization behind this label. That means it's absolutely neutral, and what they are looking for is the responsible use of the wood. That means from the forest until any product finished, delivered anywhere in the world, they control the supply chain, the chain of custody, from the initial tree until the finished product delivered anywhere. From Chile or Tokyo in Japan, anywhere is controlled. And what we do is we have annual audits in order to follow up and review this specific practice, in order to have the best practices and fulfill this kind of label. That's important because you know that the wood is a resource that is limited resources, and in our case, we are using hardwood. That means one of the trees that we are using, the beech, the oak, the ash, the walnut, takes like 150, 160, 180 years growth, and then it's mandatory for a company like Andreu World, that the first technology was the wood, to have this label. That means to have a responsible use, reforesting, and warranting that each tree that we are taking from the forest, we are growing 4 or 5 minimum trees in order to have a long life in the forest and to have this kind of responsible use.
Well, that's very commendable, and I'm very, very proud of you for doing this, for maintaining the sustainability. I also wanted to know your thoughts on how do you think that design, especially the furniture design, has evolved in a post-pandemic world. As we build new ways of designing, what is the thing that you expect from your designers in a post-pandemic world for future?
In my opinion, design is more than ever now is needed. No, it's a discipline, it's a method, it's a strategy in a company that that more than ever, and especially accelerated because of the pandemic, is needed in the entire world. The world and the companies, the industries needs to be reinvented a little bit, because we need to have this kind of circular design, circular economy, and to change the way that we have been doing the things in the last 30, 40, 50 years. This is something that can be done thanks to the design as a method and assuming the design as a strategy. I think today, administrations, companies, professionals, everybody should be working together, putting the best attitude, the best energy, in order to be ready to start step by step transforming the way that we do the things and redesigning the way that we use the resources that everybody knows clearly that are not limited, are limited. And then we need to rethink the way that our economy is working in the world. That's an opportunity for all of us, because this is going to generate new possible jobs, new possible businesses. Is clearly an urgency, is clearly needed. I think the world needs this reaction. I feel that in this kind of issues, we have only two options: or lead or become a follower. There are nothing intermediate. That means these are the two choices that you have under this situation. And we, as a company that has been using design as a strategy since a long time ago, we decided to lead this process. What we are looking is we are looking to be a reference for the entire industry, and we are making this effort towards the circular economy and circular design in 2025 using design. That's the how design can influence in a positive way the entire world.
Thank you. That was really nice to hear from you. I know that you are a very successful business leader, and I would like to know from you, today's topic of World Industrial Design Day is leadership. As you know, this year that's the topic we have chosen. Can you share with us what are the key leadership traits that you learned by building Andreu World to the success that it is enjoying today?
For us, it's clear that as a company, we have several characteristics that make us a little bit a reference and a leading company in our country and in the region. And more and more every year, we are a reference in the entire industry. First thing is that we are loyal to our roots. That means the roots of Andreu World are based in the tradition of our know-how. That means the upholstery, the knowledge in the wood, and then from this know-how, being respectful with our principles and values, then we build all the brand and all the business. Then first of all is this one. The second thing is that we put we can say by writing, we wrote the principles and values. The founder and myself sharing with the board of directors and afterwards with the entire company. We did it 21 years ago. Then we try to manage our company, not looking the short term or only, we can say, economical issues or data, but taking into account always the principles and values that define our culture, that define our identity. Thanks to that, when change arrived, for example, in 2008, during the Lehman Brothers, and now after the pandemics, we always are loyal to our principles and values, and then we take the decisions. These two things, that means basing our company in the know-how, in the tradition, and managing the company with principles and values based in our identity, in our culture, in our philosophy as a company. Then with the third thing that makes us probably a leading company is that we love innovation. We love changes. And obviously now everybody knows that this is mandatory because it's the way that you can adapt yourself as a person or as a professional, as a company to the different changes that the world is asking for. But the thing is that thanks to this love to the innovation, to the change, and with the compass of the principles and values, we can maintain a progression without losing our personality, maintaining our identity, and this is making strong and strong our brand at the same time that we are growing. Because at the end, for us, we never as a company has been focused in the results, in the economy. The results and the economy obviously is something that stay at the end. But first, we try to do things that are good for our customers, good for the society, and do these things in coherence with us, and then enjoy these times together and build strong teams trying to work towards these breakthroughs, towards these challenges, and do our best. That's what we do.
That's great. That's great to know. I know that you are a leading brand, also recognizing the value of design in business. So that's very nice and very commendable. Not every furniture company around the globe is successful. So I want to probe your mind in asking, how would you help another furniture company? What are the 3 key things that you would recommend that they follow to become successful? If not to compete with you, at least be successful in their own region. So what are the 3 things that you would like to recommend to somebody who is struggling to make the business success?
First of all, clearly, is to recommend to be loyal to your roots, to your principles and values, to your culture, to your identity, to your personality, first of all. Because from this,
right,
everybody has a space in the entire world, and everybody is going to complement each other, not doing the same than others. First of all is this one, maintain your personality. The second is look for innovation, try to minimize or try to enjoy to avoid stay in the comfort zone. That means try to do something more. This is good because this is the way that you can grow as an organization. You can even expand your limits. That's the best thing to have this constant and continuous development. And sometimes collaborating with professionals can make you to go this step forward that makes you avoid this comfort zone that sometimes is dangerous for companies. And the third advice we can say is something that everybody knows, is the talent of your company. That means if try to have the best teams you can. In our case, it's mandatory because part of our personality is the craftsmanship, the customization, and then we try to have the best people in our factories, but in our sales teams, in our marketing teams, in our design teams. We try to attract the talent that can make us to build attractive proposals to our customers. These are the 3 things that we can recommend.
Right, good, thank you. So I will send somebody when I'm asked to recommend somebody to take care of their business. I'll send them your way. So before we go, so we have a few minutes left. So I want to ask you, one of the pet subjects of you is sustainability. So in your business, choosing the material, is that the only thing that you can do to make it sustainable? What are the other things besides choosing material? You already talked about choosing the right kind of wood, also making it circular. What other methods are there that will add to the sustainability in a business such as yours?
This is obviously the components, the materials, as you mentioned, Srini, this is important because this has a direct impact with health. In the case of Cradle to Cradle, we guarantee that all the products that are manufactured by Andreu World has a positive impact in the health of the users of Andreu World.
Right.
This is one of the key items. But in addition to that, we have many other. For example, the use of water. In our case, it's not something huge, but be responsible in this use. But for example, in the energy, we are only using energy from renewable sources. We have all of our manufacturing plants with photovoltaic plants. That means minimum 30% of our energy come from our own plants that we have in our facilities. In addition to that, we have biomass boiling systems for the heating that this is something that we did at the beginning because of the food. We reuse the food that is part of our process that can be used anywhere. Then we use to build energy. And then this is the third item that makes us practically neutral internally of our company. And this is another thing. And the third, and this is very important towards this circular design, is to think in the eco-design method. We have eco-design in our company since 2015. That means we are 7 years working under this discipline. And this method is giving us the chance to create and design or redesign some products in our catalog, thinking in the second life. That means having the chance to reuse the product, to refurbish the product. This is something that we are working hard. In Europe, we have like 2 sites in order to refurbish our product. We offer the reuse, the reupholstery, to refinish our product in order to have more longevity in the market since the 70s. That means this is a service that Andreu World is offering more than 45 years ago. And now we are doing global that. That means we have kind of, we call planet plan in order to have the option to refurnish the Andreu World product to extend the life.
Thank you. Thank you. I think that is really nice to hear that you are doing beyond the material. Process is very important. So I'm really happy to see you today as we celebrate the World Industrial Design Day. So let us get back to Natalie to ask if there are any questions that any of our audience has asked. If not, I think it's time for us to say goodbye. Great to see you anyways, even digitally speaking, and hopefully we'll meet sometime soon. Natalie, back to you.
Thank you so much, Jesus and Srini, for that wonderful session. I think something that many, many companies within and outside the furniture industry can aspire to.